It's a great pleasure to be here this afternoon and provide opening comments at today's seminar, co-hosted with Mr. Huang, President of KOMIR. As you are aware, in December last year, President Moon Jae-in visited Australia. It was the first and only leaders-level visit that Australia has hosted since the pandemic began. And during that visit, leaders announced the elevation of our relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership. This is a significant upgrade which provides a strong foundation to move forward in many different areas. The CSP will strengthen the relationship across three main pillars: strategic and security cooperation, economic, innovation and technology cooperation, cultural exchange and people-to-people links. There were significant steps taken during President Moon's visit to strengthen bilateral cooperation in critical minerals supply chains and carbon neutrality. Initiatives included the signing of a critical minerals supply chain cooperation MOU and the Low and Zero Emissions Technology Partnership Implementation Plan. These agreements lay the foundation for advancing our bilateral cooperation to address climate change and create critical mineral supply chains. And this event will further build on the momentum from that visit. The Critical Minerals MOU aims to strengthen cooperation in critical minerals supply chains, including bilateral trade and investment in critical minerals. Practical steps include a critical mineral working group composed of government, business, research institutes and financial firms has been established to increase collaboration, such as joint investment and R&D projects across minerals development and production. And meetings of that have already been held twice this year. During President Moon's visit, he attended the ROK Australia Critical Minerals Supply Chain Business Roundtable and discussed ways to strengthen cooperation with major critical minerals businesses in Australia. President Moon was very clear at that meeting that the stable supply of critical minerals was an essential element for the growth of the ROK economy and achieving carbon neutrality. Since then, Moti's Second Vice Minister Park has visited Australia for government and business meetings, and we are grateful that KOMIR's President and CEO, Mr. Huang, and the team from LG Energy Solution joined the business delegation that accompanied Second Vice Minister Park to Australia. I have also held senior business meetings with many of the Korean battery companies over the last few months, and I've been very impressed by the urgency of that industry to move ahead with building new opportunities in Australia. Here in Korea, there will be a new administration on 10 May, and President-elect Yoon is a strong believer in the relationship with Australia. He spoke with Prime Minister Morrison in March and indicated his support for the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. Now, Australia will also have a general election on the 21st of May, but whatever the result, Australia's support for its relationship with Korea will remain strong. That is because regardless of whichever party is in power in Australia, some things will always remain true. Australia has what Korea needs. We stand ready to supply the food, energy and resources that will power the ROK's low emissions future. Australia is stable. Australia and Korea have a long history of uninterrupted and problem-free trade, underpinned by the established relationship between our private sectors. Australia is predictable. Our systems are open, transparent, and offer a sense of assurance in an increasingly unpredictable regional environment. Australian governments do not interfere in the business decisions of Australian companies. Australia is consistent. We signal clearly what our interests are. We promote international transparency, fairness and accountability. And like Korea, Australia wants to be resilient, not vulnerable. We seek a range of partners rather than relying excessively on one partner. So I hope you agree there is a lot that Australia and Korea can do together to develop our relationship, including in the critical minerals sector, and I trust you will find today's event very interesting and useful. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.